know, and ways to grow a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. A reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
My favorite Dr. Seuss book is Wacky Wednesday. It's one of my favorites from my childhood, and what I love the most is that later on in life, when I was teaching it, I realized that Dr. Seuss had flipped his name around. His name is Theodore Gazelle, and on the front it says Theodore Lessig. But one of the things that I love is no matter how many times I read it, I find something wacky each time, something backwards, something crazy in the book. And it's just a really fun book to look through the pages and to take your time really taking it all in.
My favorite Dr. Seuss book is Green Eggs and Ham. It always reminds me of when I was little, when I would not want to try new things, and then when I would try them, I ended up liking them, just like the little character in the story.
Hey guys, I'm Miss Beershank, and my favorite Dr. Seuss book is Oh, the Places You'll Go. It is my favorite book because I like to read it to my kindergarten students at the end of the year when they are ready to go to first grade. It talks about the places that you can go and the choices that you get to make as an individual. My favorite page in the book says, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. And you are the guy who'll decide where to go." So your choices today does impact your future. So make good choices.
Hi, I'm Miss Bankhead, and my favorite book is Are You My Mother? And my reason for loving this book is that I read it, I mean you can see it's kind of been beaten up, but I've read it to all of my children to the point where they memorized it and they could read it too. I hope you've tried it. It's great.
The book I chose by Dr. Seuss is called The Big Brag. I chose that book because who doesn't like to brag on themselves? And everybody know I'm a little conceited.
He's a lucky young man, oh, he has a piano that'll take him away from it all. My favorite Dr. Seuss story is Pontifical Pock and his magic piano. It tells the story of Pontifical, who after losing his job, wishes he could get away from it all. And the magic do-gooding fairies give him a magic piano that does just that when he plays this tune. And he gets to go on some pretty magical and musical adventures.
Good morning, I'm Miss Oliver, and I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite Dr. Seuss books, What Was I Scared Of? I remember reading this book to Nick and Noah, my boys, when they were little. I love this book because it helps us learn to face our fears and to remember that sometimes even when things are different or someone is different, it doesn't make them bad. You might even become friends.
Hi everybody! It is really exciting to celebrate Read Across America Week. I wanted to share one of my favorite books that I used when I was in the classroom. And to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street is about a little guy that's walking home and he's trying to think of a story. And on his way home, he's kind of looking at everything and he finally gets inspiration. And the reason I used this when I was doing Writer's Workshop with my students is that we could always take those regular things, add some exciting details, and make a great story. At the end of the book, there's so much excitement. I swung around the corner and dashed through the gate. I ran up the steps and I felt simply great, for I had a story that no one could beat, and to think that I saw it on Mulberry Street. So when you're thinking about your writing, maybe use some inspiration from a book that you've read, things that you see, and then add your details that make it exciting, even if they aren't necessarily true.
Hola, hola Coca-Cola, soy yo, Señora McCloud, aquí para decirles mi libro favorito del Dr. Seuss. My favorite Dr. Seuss book is Green Eggs and Ham, and also Huevos Verdes con Jamón, which is what it is in Spanish. So I love Green Eggs and Ham because I used to read it to all of my nephews, but especially my oldest nephew. We would talk on the phone. That was before FaceTime, y'all. Before FaceTime. I know you don't remember that. But we would talk on the phone, and he had his, and I had mine, and we would read it together. So, and then I found it in Spanish, and I would read it in Spanish to them, and they had it memorized in English and in Spanish. It's just a really fun and silly book about being willing to try new things and being open-minded, and I really, really love that. So if you've never read the Spanish version, Huevos Verdes con Jamón, I highly recommend it. It's so much better than the English one.
Hey everyone, I'm Miss Brown, and my favorite Dr. Seuss book is Hop on Pop because it's where I first learned rhyming words, and it's a really fun book to read.
Hey guys, this is Miss Snow from first grade. I wanted to let you know one of my favorite books from the Dr. Seuss collection, and that's Daisy Had Maisie. One of the reasons that I really like this is because it's about forgiveness and it's about being yourself. It also helps us learn that even if somebody's different than us, we can make sure that we're nice to them so it doesn't end up being a situation like Maisie had.
Hi, I'm Miss Mintz. My favorite book by Dr. Seuss is Horton Hears a Who, and one of my favorite lines from the book is "A person's a person no matter how small," and I think it just goes to show how special and unique every single person is.
This is Miss Williams, your favorite librarian. I'm here to talk about one of my favorite Dr. Seuss books. I know there's so many to choose from, but I love this one. I can read with my eyes shut, as it talks about the fun of reading, the adventure of reading. It talks about how reading improves your knowledge and enables you to go places that you otherwise wouldn't be able to go, and how it actually makes you smarter. I'm just going to read one page. Here it is. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you'll go. And that passage kind of explains why I love this book.